else am I needing for this? Just the potions. Yeah. Don't worry about it, Mimler. Just give it a moment and it'll get back.
Alright. For now, I'll just continue getting resources for the rocket.
Yep. Alright, I'm off to go make some potions. Alright, so I'm going to bring up the thermal thing to test up there, Valen, with the sealer, so we can actually take off our spacesuit in the station.
Sounds good.
I've got it to where I'm going to bring 3 emergency kits, so like for whatever reason, if someone dies up there, they can put it all on and they'll have space stuff, food and everything all set up. I'm going to bring up extra food rations there, so it's only space food can be up there.
We want to make that a rule from now on, because I'd get behind that.
Yeah, I think we need to, since we've got plenty of tin.
Like that a lot.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my flamethrower and get all my tools
Make sure
together.
we talk to people about that before we ratify that.
Yeah.
He should have a chance to.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll want to veto it.
I mean, if he does, it's still like 2-1, right?
What are you trying to say, Valen? That his vote don't matter?
I'm trying to say that he should feel like he has it.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, he may bring up something that we don't think about, too, which is really the reason I want to ask him.
Yeah, no, I mean...
Different perspective on things, right?
Yeah, I 100% approve of that. I just being funny. Did you put the water in this corner, by the way, in my study?
Yes, because I was using the brewing stand, and I needed a source.
Ah, okay.
Is it? You can get rid of it if you don't like it there.
No, I actually would. I'm gonna need it, so I need something more official. I think there's a sink or something we can use, or there's something you can use.
Yeah, there is a sink.
Because I want potions on my potion shelf. Yeah. What you've done is exactly what I want, which is like a workstation of potions. Do we have nuggets in our system already? Yes, we do. Okay. It's got a brewery on the side. Yeah. That's right.
Hey, Coke.
Yes?
You don't have to do it right now, but can I give you a job?
How much does it pay?
It's a thing I don't want to do, because I've already done so much of it.
Okay.
It's organization of stuff. And what I'm specifically referring to is this void resource miner.
Okay.
And all these things. Somebody needs to go through it and make sure there's a place in the system for each one of these things.
I see.
Largely, most of these are stored at the community center.
Okay. I see.
And somebody needs to, like, organize that wall of stuff over there. It's all together, right? And I spent so much time organizing this wall already, I didn't want to do enough.
I see. I'll see what I can do.
Here, I'll make it one step easier. I'll take this chest and stick it over there, so you won't have to go anywhere. I needed to swap that chest out anyway because it's full.
I'm trying to think about what else I need to bring up there. Because I'm going to be testing all the power and doing that up there.
I put it up high on one of the pillars, so you'll know which one it is.
Okay.
It'll be obnoxious and annoy you, so you'll see it.
Lovely.
I'm here for you, man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, true, Vasher. Yeah. Tacos.
Man, I want tacos now.
Right? Tacos.
Yeah, I'll come over to my house. There's like 1 or 2 left.
Oh. Sounds yummy.
Well, I'm sure I'll get there before they're rotten. I don't even know what state you live in.
He lives in America.
You're in America, for that matter.
Yes,
America.
I would say I'm close to the West Coast.
Yeah. I'm in Oregon. Well, technically Washington, but Oregon.
One of my friends live in Oregon.
Indeed, you're on. Vasher. Yes, I think I'm probably in the craziest of all the states, I would say.
Yeah.
Good old Florida.
Yeah, you're the new hotspot, man. Don't you feel special?
Oh, you have no idea how much skin in the game I have, and every time I see people on both ends be fucking stupid, how much it pisses me off. It's like, I cannot tell you how much anger, because like it oh, I could slap a few bitches, let me tell you, like quite handily without any regret. Oh boy.
People are like, I mean, they're seriously actually believing that masks are causing a carbon dioxide buildup to poisonous level.
Bruh.
That's why medical professionals have been using them for the last like 800 years.
Oh my fucking god.
Phelan.
It hurts my brain how stupid people are.
Phelan, it's time for the great purge, Phelan.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am greatly sad by the fact that this kills the weak and not the stupid.
Oh, it's time for the great purge, everybody. Boy, oh boy.
It's night if you want to come see the glowing effect.
Glowing effect?
I don't believe in your glowing effect.
Nobody believes.
I'll say I need a filled fuel canister. Where do I get it?
You got to make a fuel canister and then you got to fill it. So make the empty one.
Yeah, that's true, Vasher.
You have a tier 2 rocket, so you need 2 of them. Well, you'll need it for the boosters, but you'll also need it to fill them. Well, I guess you could use the fuel loader. You don't have to take your own fuel. There's plenty of fuel up.
No, I need to bring fuel up there. It's low.
What? What happened to the cube up there?
The cube's not up there.
I took it back up there so Beetle could get home.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. All right.
Unless Beetle brought it back.
He might have brought it back out of being paranoid.
Spite.
Okay.
After we stranded him up there.
Yeah. Valen. Am I... Can you look at this and tell me that I'm not crazy? This recipe won't work. I can't make emergency kits to put up there.
Okay. Let me come look.
Where's fuel? Like fuel reservoir somewhere?
Over here. We have
Oh,
some
over
up there,
here.
but you come over here to the foundry. Go look at the crafting table. I've got stuff in, Valen. And don't worry about it. Oh, meme load crashed. Damn it. Okay.
Oh, nice. I just hope I don't have to reload the whole thing again.
Hopefully not. Thatcher. Whew. That's a little spicy. For legal reasons, I have to disavow.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yes. But I understand.
Oh, looks like you
Oh,
did.
I understand so well.
What's the deal? It lets me make it.
What did you change?
I didn't change anything.
Oh, you can go check on the stream. It wouldn't let me make it.
Just mess with you.
What did you do?
It's buggy. So what I did was I put my mouse over can of food and then push. So it opens up everything that can use it.
Oh. I see. And then you did that, and then...
Then you click the plus, and it yoinks it all back in there to make it.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so,
you want
what about...
Alright, so come with me.
Yeah, over to these, whatever they're
The fuel loader...
called.
The fuel loaders can't do it. These are for fueling the rockets on the pads.
Correct.
So... Let's go over to the refinery. Actually, is there not one right here still? Oh, this one's empty. All right, so let's go over to the refinery.
Valen?
What's up?
No, they're full.
Just put them in there. Now do it. Do the use and then plus thing. The heck, man?
I made 2 of them!
Yeah, just open this up and then put it in the little slot in the right.
Epic. I think I have everything I need to make the rockets now.
Cool. Did you get it? Did it work for you?
No, it did not.
Well, I would say that the IDs on those tanks doesn't match, and it's a lookalike item.
Okay, I'll make new tanks.
I don't know. Yeah, so they're from the wrong mod. The ones that you have are from Extra Planets, and these ones are Galacticraft. Need to be Galacticraft Core.
Okay.
Even though it looks like exactly the same item, they aren't like dictionary together. Isn't mod IDs fun?
They are indeed. Alright, I need compressed copper. Do we have any compressed copper? Yes, we do. Okay. get them filled up too. So basically, what's really cool about these, I don't know if you saw, is the emergency post with kit. Place an emergency post close by your first landing. Place on a planet. Open to find emergency kit inside. Also repels mobs. So I can place it right there at the entrance. I'll put one probably on the left and right of the entrance to the base, and it's like emergency kit outside just in case. It'll be perfect. It shall be perfect. That way. And then we'll have another one inside in a chest. I'm going to organize the stuff in there. Because I want to go get the buggy blueprints. And stuff like that as well. Alright, then I need to make a bunch of dry food as well. Okay. And then I gotta organize. Go get some magnesium. Do all of that. So we gotta bring up all the food requirements. Full nutrition buff, so we need meats. So we'll need vegetables, fruit, protein, and grain. These foods might not have the grain requirements, so we might actually not get grains up there, Valen.
Like there's nothing that has grain?
No, we have dehydrated carrots, apples, melons, potatoes, apples again, carrots again, okay. It's repeating, and then we have beef. So, vegetable, fruit.
It's exciting.
Vegetable, fruit, and protein. No grain. That's a little... Maybe Extra Planets has got it. I'm just being silly. You like the advanced fuel loader. You can make it fill more tanks at a time or automate it. Yeah, I need to do that, Vasher. I just haven't done it.
I wish it would leave the launch pad behind.
What do you mean?
It's just annoying that every time we go somewhere, we've got to put the launch pad back.
Basic densifier is interesting. There's no recipe for it, though. That's interesting. Okay. So to get tier 2 spacesuits, we need
I think we need like dash, right? That's like the only thing we're missing.
No, we need titanium dust,
Alright.
which I'm guessing is mercury, Valen?
Yes, this is our next target is Mercury. It's Mars, then Mercury.
Mars, then Mercury. Okay. Okay. Let's get all of this going. Okay, so we're gonna have some kits.
I really like this pathway that leads into the like this area, whatever you're in right now, Coke.
What?
What is this called? Like, what do you call it?
Astronaut prep area. This is
That's the
where
astronaut center.
yeah,
Yeah, I
testing and
this little
prep.
ramp thingy that leads into the astronaut.
Yeah.
Oh
Shit.
yeah, the ramp. The ramp is like a thing.
Yep.
There's a actual like building in the astronaut complex at NASA where they come out of the same set of doors every time, and that's what that area is about right there.
Yep. It's historic.
Did you see the stream? Did you see the VOD where we did the whole thing?
I think he did. Yeah, it was on YouTube, right, Meme Lord?
Huh?
Did you see the YouTube video?
Oh, y'all going to space, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I think I commented on it, right?
you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Lights. Okay, so I got that kit done, which is awesome. What else? See, there's a fluid tank in here, large, that's empty,
Yeah.
which makes me.
Well, I mean, we don't need to take 512 buckets. It takes a bucket and a half to launch a rocket. I mean, taking 512 is excessive.
I want to have a good bit of storage up there.
Sure. Do you want to rewire the refinery so that we'll have enough fuel to go to all the planets?
Yeah, actually, I actually do want to do all that. I don't know when, but I do plan on doing all that.
I'm super excited about it.
Oh, you'll be fine. So, what's unique about the hybrid is it will work during the night and the day.
Ooh, I like that.
So at night, it's generating 3 RF a tick.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you said like it still collects like power at night, but it's not as good as like daytime or.
It does it pretty fast. That's pretty fast.
3 RF a tick is not fast.
But look at how much it's filling up energy, though.
Yeah.
That seems faster than 3 RF a tick.
There's 20 ticks in a second.
Maybe it's magic. Oh yeah.
Okay.
So that's 60 RF a second, which is about when it's moving out.
Okay. So I don't think it's 10,000 RF a tick for.
It wasn't a tick. It was a second. Because I couldn't. There's no way I could figure that out in ticks by eyeball.
Oh. So we'll do 10 of these and see if we get lucky with the power downstairs as well.
Can you you can't upgrade them to the next level yet?
No, we have to go to other planets.
Alright.
I need specifically a crystal that I need to get.
A crystal? What kind of crystal?
Hold on.
Crystal ingots.
Compressed crystal is what it says. Crystal
Yeah, and
ingots.
that's for the ultimate solar panel, right?
Uranus crystal ore. So I need to go to Uranus.
Yeah, I know you do.
I knew that was coming. Did you know that? Just want me to go fight all that so I could say all that?
Maybe.
You're in a movie first.
Hmm. All of this going this way. Perfect. All right. Well, luckily I can make a shit ton of these. And maybe we just need like a good bit of storage, maybe. So like during the, because we don't know what it's going to be like during the day. So at night it's 3 RF a tick, but it could be, I'll wait till day and then we'll test it. Alright. Okay.
Is there really nowhere in our system for rocks?
Nope.
Ugh. I mean, it's not that I want to store them, but I just want to be able to put them away like I put away everything else.
So demanding, Valen. So demanding.
There, now they have a spot.
Has angered you.
It's probably been bothering me since we put the system in.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, magnesium, I make more of these, get the tanks done. I haven't made any backup spacesuits, but I've got a backup space gear and tanks. And obsidian, put things on the wall. I'll have the 3 kits up there, so technically we have a spare set up there. I'm fully geared up to be able to go. I was trying to think, are we sure that there's fuel up there?
Well, I mean, bringing extra fuel wouldn't hurt.
Last time I was up there, there was fuel up there.
I just think that we should bring like just a little bit more, like at least for like one, like
I like where your head's at.
Like return to space or Earth.
You be in the habit of keeping 2 fuel canisters on you.
I got fuel canisters on me.
Are they full?
Yeah.
Alright, I need to have 2 on me too.
And if you're looking for an emergency return kit, it's easier to just keep a rocket on you, because you can load a rocket with fuel on a pad that has a fuel loader and put it in your inventory, and it'll keep the fuel. It won't keep its other internal inventory, but it keeps fuel.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I've got a full setup right here I made. Okay.
I want to make my rocket, then go back to building my house for a little while.
Okay.
I think my game crashed again.
No.
Does it say I left?
Not yet.
Alright, well if it does, let me.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's back to normal. Just select spite.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna make up more canned food. Let's get some carrots.
So the modules for the spacesuit, what are they for?
What modules?
Uh, that I don't. It just says like when I press left control, like when I'm hovering over the spacesuit, it says that like I can add a module or something, and it shows those ones are put onto the spacesuit.
Yeah, they do things like reduced fall damage and
Yeah.
like regular enchant kind of stuff.
What mod are they for?
Galacticraft.
Huh?
Galacticraft.
Just do @GALA
Yeah.
and you'll get all of it. Valen, I can make ground beef by just putting it in a crafting table? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That
think we
makes it
used
work
to
for
be able
me.
to. You can do it now. I don't think you used to be able to.
Okay. So I'm just like putting my meat and beating it on the table. Fantastic. All right. So bringing up a whole bunch of supplies of food. I need to make more potato. More potato.
So what's the situation on the moon? Like how do you have a like a base sit down?
Yeah, we've got a base with oxygen and everything in there. You'll see. You'll love it. We have a meteor issue, which is why when I'm going up, I'm trying to figure out my power issue, which is why I'm making solar panels. I've got to go up there and raise the energy field framework on the roof, keep it from getting destroyed at the same time, and then make sure and tinker with how much power I have and stuff in it. So, it's gonna be fun. Alright.
Imagine if we were to make like some kind of picture on the moon. Like when we come back, we just see the picture from Earth.
A picture? You mean like
kind of like Baby Yoda or something. We just make another one of those.
So you could see it from Earth. Yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work that way, the mod, but that would be cool.
I didn't think it would work that way.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea, though. But it just basically teleports you to another dimension, which is what it does.
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
But like having like
27 with no environmental boost, Valen. Attack.
What's the environmental boost mean?
So if there's no atmosphere, it'll get a boost because it's on the moon versus down here.
Okay.
It also has to do with the distance from the sun.
So
like
if you're on Mercury, then you have like a big boost.
Yeah.
Alright, I got you.
Yeah, so I just need more magnesium. Okay. So that's going, alright, so when I'm up there, I'm going to do that. So I've got that. I think we've got plenty of stuff up there in supplies, which I need to organize. I'm going to need to bring Silk Touch, because I'm going to need the ores. But I'll worry about that.
Tell me again what it is you're talking about.
Hold on. It's the ozone stuff. Hold on. Something Ozo Drive or hold on.
Also, is Mozart still AFK?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
Beetle! Yeah, no.
What?
You need to invite Meme Lord to the space thing.
I want to make my rocket now.
What do you need? You're trying to make the Orion drive?
That's it.
What?
Eventually I will need that. I've completely not seeing it for some reason. Is it in Galacta or Extra? I thought it was an Extra.
Galacti.
Okay.
Galacti craft.
Because I was going through the list, but yeah, I saw it in a recipe, and I was like, okay, so I need actual, like, the full blocks of it.
Yeah, only for the Orion drive. I never did make the Astrominer.
Yeah, I'm making all of it. Oh, I do need fluid manipulators. I remember. Those are important. Which is why I needed this before. What was the recipe? Oh, that's right. I wanted it for that. Methane. That's what I wanted to do, was the way to make fuel on the moon. There's 3 different machines you can make. So basically you turn water into fuel. That's what I wanted and needed to do. That's why I wanted the liquid manipulator. I remember that now. Okay, I need to do that. I do remember that now. Alright, go make sure my magnesium's going real quick in the meantime. And I can test all of that. So that'll be fuel up there. So if we need to stop by the moon and get fuel, I can do that and go back and forth. Oh, we're going to have so many rockets going back and forth. It's going to be amazing. Oh. Because if it's automatically making fuel, then I can set up a cargo loader, and then it's just there. It's just going. No issue. Magnesium, that's what I'm here for.
Hello.
Hello.
Beetle, do you remember how to invite him to the space thing? By any chance?
Yes.
Okay. Can you do it?
Just did. Did you get an invite?
I'm not sure where to look.
In your chat.
Yeah, look in your chat.
It just says syncing stuff that it shows me at like the when I first joined the world.
I know we left a fair bit of.
Wait a second. Space Race. Man, it doesn't have the flag or the team color or anything.
Oh. Wait, what?
Oh. Hey, Valen. When you moved over the new stuff, did it
How do I
delete the Space Race team?
No. There's no way. I moved freaking everything. Instead of moving the world, I copied the entire freaking server. Last time I didn't do, which is what burned me, so it won't do that again.
Hey, Coke, when you press escape and press Space Race Manager, does it show you anything?
Nope.
How do you get Space Race Manager up?
I think you have to press escape and then in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, escape in the bottom right
Oh,
corner.
yeah, mine's empty too.
We're the French space agency all of a sudden.
I'm a little.
Well, it didn't blow away our Galacticraft stuff because I still have access to the tier 2 rocket.
Mm, are our achievements all synced? Maybe that's an issue?
Oh yeah, look at your achievements. You don't have the wand or the oars, Coke.
Yeah, that's true. Valen.
I do.
Yeah, I've got him too. He's had that problem for a while though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I only have the tier 1 rocket.
What do you mean?
Maybe it's based on
in the
every
factory.
individual.
Well, I'm the one that put it in there, so
You're the one that made the tier 2 rockets before, so
yeah.
that would make sense.
Well, if you go to the moon, is it still that flag?
I don't know. I haven't tried to go to the moon. I've been just busy prepping stuff. I haven't even attempted. I'll know when we get there. I wanted to, you know, be there. Get a whole bunch of stuff done at the same time. I need Invar gears. So I need to make Invar. We can wait until I get up there and then we'll get more information before we... Ooh, Half Demons joined.
Hello.
Nice. Oh shit, there is Invar gears in here already. Well, never mind then.
Do you remember the name of the team?
Beetle made it. I think Unstoppable Force?
Yeah,
Unstoppable
it was
Spaceport?
UFO something.
Well, that's useless.
Oh yeah, Mystic came up with it, remember?
I have to know the exact name.
What was the name of Mystic came up? The abbreviation UFO stands for Unstoppable. Was it UUFO or something?
I don't know.
Also, do I need to get Half Demon in the chatterbox? Okay. I don't remember. It was a clever abbreviation that Mystic came up with. Because we were like, yeah, because you said Mystic was good at names, and then she came up with it. When Beetle was making it. What's he going OMG to?
Stuff.
Okay, do you need to tell him not to say anything?
That's fine.
Alrighty then.
I mean, I suppose I'm at the sort of technical stopping point that you could come look at stuff if you wanted, Coke.
Oh.
Well, not a really stopping point, but like a midway point.
Okay, well, I'm busy making fluid manipulators, so you'll have to bear with me. Okay, I need 10. Where did I put my compressed 10?
Thoughts worked a lot of pure half demon. If you want to take a gander.
Alright. Okay, I need heavy oxygen tanks. Okay. Copper and bronze. Okay. And I need an oxygen compressor and an electric furnace, which requires one of these. Which then requires compressed aluminum. Then I need one of these, which requires one of those. And then one of this. To then make one of those. And then I need 2 of those. Holy shit, this thing is expensive. Okay, I need one of you. One of you, and then I need heavy oxygen tanks once more. Alright, then I need this one. Which means I need a... Okay.
What the heck?
What's going on?
There's a world.restore folder that was created on 6/28.
Uh-oh.
Did it like auto restore the world or something?
I hope not. Wait, is there nothing on the moon?
Well, that being a
Because
bueno.
because it created a new folder here on 6/28 for the Galacticraft stuff under the world folder. But when I go look in the older version, it's there.
Uh-oh.
Looks like the backup mod did something weird.
Well, I'll go to the moon and we'll find out. How about that? Before we... If it's... We'll have to back it up if that's the case.
Well, I mean, the right way to fix this would be to shut down the server, move that folder in,
Yeah, yeah.
and then...
Yeah, I'll go to the moon and find out if something's wrong, and if something's wrong, we'll do exactly that.
I'm pretty convinced something's wrong.
Oh, no.
Because you made that flag like a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's...
I guess you made it on 4/21.
Oh, one day off from being legend.
I know, right?
Oh.
And it's only an hour and 20 minutes off because he made it at an hour and a half, right? Because he made it 1:29 a.m. So he was making it on that day. He just ran
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Still legend then. Okay. Good.
To fix it right now.
Do do. Are you sure you don't want to confirm that there's something wrong?
I don't need to see the moon to know. I could see.
So you're like a doctor right now, going like, yeah, there's something wrong.
I could see. Yeah, it's the files are the wrong dates.
Oh, actually, Half Demon, come here.
Okay, so we need to reboot the server. Let me finish crafting this, and we can do that. Yeah, I'm give everyone a heads up. As
We
well.
don't have to do it right now. We can just. I can do it later. We don't have to do it midstream if you don't want.
No, I don't mind. But I'm like close to going to the moon. I want to go to the moon tonight, so I definitely. And if you're like AFK later,
Anyway. It just means that he needs to. I have to make his rocket for him.
say what?
This won't stop anybody from going to the moon.
Well,
It just means that I need.
is the
his
moon
rocket
base
for him.
there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't see any reason why that'd be gone.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find another tier 2 rocket as well. But I want to see the flag and stuff, because...
The flag's not going to be there. The Galacticraft files got recreated as though they were missing.
Okay.
I've got the old. Just need to put them back. So it's either wait till the end of the stream, and you can just go do whatever you're going to do, and it's fine, or I can do it now.
Well, I just know time for you, because I know you got things a little later.
You can also drag Half Demon in and come see stuff.
Okay. Welcome, Half Demon.
Heyo.
Heyo. I can do that. I might not be able to sleep tonight, Valence. I'll probably be playing all night, doing stuff on the moon.
Like I said, it's your call, man. We can do it tomorrow. There's nothing saying it has to happen right away.
Beetle, can we... Valen, do you have time for me to go do the tour, and then we can do that? You just switch it?
Yeah. I'll be on for a bit. Just let me know when.
Okay, let me finish this tour with what Beetle wants to show me, and we will do it, yeah. Let's go ahead and get that nipped in the bud. I don't mind. I do not mind at all. I'm gonna go sleep, Beetle, and then I will fly over that way.
Okie dokie.
What are you doing, Coke?
Gotta go look at the Titanic.
Have you not seen it yet?
I have seen it when it was really raw, but I haven't seen it since he's done like a whole week's worth of work, so it's gonna be probably...
My God, it is beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, where are you going, Half Demon?
Have you, has Oprah G needed her inhaler, Beetle?
She hasn't really been on last week.
Oh, so she hasn't seen it yet. She hasn't seen, like, the extra detail yet, I should say. Oh, is that why you were ragging on her? Was it 2 days ago, right? It's like, Oprah G.
Was it?
Upon further investigation, I take back everything I said.
Okay.
Because it looks like when I copied the stuff over, it changed or updated the dates on the directories, but not the file. Because there's other files in that directory that should have been updated. Like every time the server loads, they get updated. And they also from 421. So maybe that's not it.
Okay. All right,
So I've been filling in a bunch in the utility areas. Oh, not this one, actually, but more this one over here.
Oh, you get the flying crystal. Okay.
Yeah.
He stole it from over here. I haven't been able to fly this whole time while working on this thing because he took it.
Well, oh, look at the stairs!
I kept on running into problems with the plans because, of course, since the ceilings were much shorter, because they didn't have to deal with meter-thick ceilings and floors.
Yeah.
All the stairs on the plans are 3 meters long.
Ah, okay.
So I needed a 3-meter long stair. So I just made a custom stair that is taller but narrower.
Yeah, I like the lights too.
Yeah, those are those plastic lights.
Wow. Good lord. You are literally building, like, could you imagine if you, like, it could run and move?
Oh, that would be great. Okay, we're in the don't go in the room unless I go in it first territory.
Okay.
So you know.
I'm just following you.
Put this room in because it was going to be pretty easy to do.
Oh my lord. Woo! Splash splash in the bath. I love the manhole, like, oh, not manhole, but the holes. What the fuck are they called, damn it?
Portholes.
Portholes, okay.
Literally had both of the words there.
Yeah, welcome to my brain. Yeah.
Fun fact, I mean, the pool still has water in it. I mean, that's quality, right?
Yeah.
Yes. I like the railing too. Good old spruce wood and just...
Epic joke. Ha ha ha.
Ha.
Very funny.
Ha. Ha ha.
Let's go out the funnel.
Oh, look at the engine. Oh.
Don't go down there yet.
Okay.
Hey, if you want to come over and show them the boiler covers you made, me and Lord, you can do that.
Well, he posted some in the Discord, which looks really good. And the pictures. Look above.
So I've done a lot of work on the boat deck.
Yeah, you have.
Railings and trim, and if you come down here,
Okay.
over here.
Okay. Oh, look at the window.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Decided to go with one-sided, huh?
Yeah, I talked to Ober about it. It's just when it's double-sided, it just looks kind of messy from the like.
It looks super
Because it
cheap.
looks like there's 2 frames. Yeah.
I know you like Minecraft, but like in the future, like if there's some game that's got like a lot of building in it, I cannot wait to play that with everybody as well, because I just look at this and I'm like, what the hell is in the future? Like, like, oh my god.
This took some time to figure out.
Oh, I bet it did. My lord. Beetle, I need to, like, when you finish this, I want to screenshot the shit out of this and post it everywhere.
Right? As well as this took a lot of time. What with the windows down here and yeah.
Oh, look at that! Oh. I see the planning. Good God. I see you've added this. I don't remember there being crystals in the Titanic, but I mean, it's fine.
My like it just.
Been trimming out windows, by giving them window frames.
Oh, look at it! So, the real question I have to ask Beetle. When this is all done, are we gonna like all like rewatch the Titanic, right? Like I'll watch it a few times, and are we gonna all reenact like the whole movie and film it?
Yes. Wait, we need to get like a whole server.
There's
on.
no possible way I could get this all done unless we played on this server for like another 2 years. There is just so much that was on this ship.
You say that now.
However,
Have you seen you build?
Like.
You put high standards on yourself, Beetle. My God.
Do you realize how many times I've redone the railings on this boat deck?
I'm gonna say 10 different times.
Probably about that, yeah.
Welcome wisely. And you're on.
So, but I can maybe focus on getting the particular rooms that showed up in the movie done.
Okay, I just was saying, like, I'm sure Oprah G would love that. I wouldn't mind just doing something fun with it. Are we just going down the stairs, right? Yeah, okay. If I tell
He
Oprah
stares
G, I'm
with
gonna tell
gaddy,
Oprah G
very
that we need to reenact the Titanic movie. She will flip her mind. Her lid.
In a good way or in a bad.
There will be like, you know how there's this. Meme Lord, have you heard the sound on the channel?
You moaning?
Yes. Imagine
Yeah,
that
yeah.
by times 10,000 if we reenact the entire movie. Oprah G's a super fan, so. That's true, Wisely, yeah. Oh. Look at this!
Yeah. I flipped a coin to decide whether or not like these would be covered or not. Ah shit.
I like it. That's beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, it really is. God, the littlest details are just...
I forgot to do part of one.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I love everything from like the little thing to step up. Get the handles and all the pipes. That's a good use of steel sheet metal, I would say. I didn't know you could chisel that. That's cool.
You can chisel most things.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure like the covered ones are probably the most like annoying part.
Hmm.
I just realized I forgot a lot of stuff on here.
That's alright. It's still being worked on. It looks good though. Looks real good.
Appreciate.
Oh, look, there's
So-
even another one. Oh, look.
Yeah, there's going to be 6 boiler rooms in total.
Holy shit. Meme Lord, you got a lot to work.
Yeah.
Alright, Beetle. Where
So
we
the
going
room
now?
I've been working on for most of
There's one
today.
that's intentionally missing because like it broke off or something.
Gotcha.
Is I've been working pretty hard on the dining room.
Oh boy. Oh lord. Holy shit. The... Oh, I like these. Oh, I like those a lot. I could make them something inappropriate, but I won't.
So yeah, it's just a bunch of, I mean, functionally
Has-
similar to
has
the
Oprah G
banqueting
seen-
hall.
Has Oprah G seen this?
No, she has not.
Oh god.
Little leaded glass windows with nice little frames.
So not only do you have like these, but you also have the porthole there, so you get like that added. Beetle, if you're not like an architect or designer in real life, you need to be for God's sakes. I hope that's what I mean. This is a
He's heard
talent.
that from somebody else before, I'm sure.
You
Probably more than one person, turns out.
like okay, like whatever is like this is not only like are you a great builder, but like this is a whole different this Beetle, like, do you realize the percentage of people that can do this? Like, I don't see anything like this on the internet. You realize, like, you're the top 1%. Like, I'm stressing that you really, like, you could make a lot of money. I'm saying real life. You need to, because not only have you rubbed off on me, like, a shit ton, and Valen's seen it and laughs now, but I mean, for God's sakes, the things that did in Terraria even. And that's just like 0.1%. Oh! Wisely, you got happy to watch Titan. Oh! Can I tour for Happy? Sure. Does she know the movie well?
Can start out here, I guess.
All right, Beetle, I'm following you.
One detail,
Okay.
if you look, I did trim. Hold on a second.
Into the carpet.
You fitted it around the carpet.
It's not carpet. It was on the real one. It was linoleum, and on this one, it is.
Chisel and bits.
It's chisel and bits, porcelain, and the yellow is terracotta.
Okay, so
yeah.
can we give okay? So,
I fitted a
so
nice
Happy,
little edge
hold on, real quick.
to the entire thing.
Happy has no. This is chisel and bits. Like, can we demonstrate something by any chance? So, like, the level of detail that you've done to give Happy an idea of what's going on here, because it's just blocks, but like there needs to be like the detail work that's going on here. Like, this is borderline hand carved Happy. Like, he had to pre-make. Like, he's copy and pasted to a degree, but do you see like every little what's an example of this? Yeah, so Happy, do you see how like this is a different shade, this little cube right here, right? And see how this little cube right there is a different shade? So those are little bits, right? So he did and placed all these little bits, right, to make like a template that he could copy and paste it. But if he gets to like corners, right, or something changes, there's still like some degree where you've got to like do some stuff by hand. Even with the drag and draw feature when I was using it still takes hours and hours. So like this pattern he made, right? So every little cube you see, he made the pattern, then he get all the chisel and bits, and then he's plopping it down. But then every time he gets to like the corners, right, he has to re-customize accordingly. So he did that for every pillar you see and everything. Right?
And another thing I did is on the edge of this trim, below the walls is just stone. So the trim actually follows that as well.
Yeah, exactly. But see, like, do you see what he just did, right? You see, do that again, Beetle. Do that. So you see how he's taking away? Do you see that? That's the level of detail you can go to sculpt things. Now, Half Demon has done something similar with gaming consoles and stuff, which we need to give Happy a tour of that. That'll blow her mind, too. You have to give that a tour, Demon.
Like OLED glass windows, too.
Yeah, I love chisel and bits. It takes forever to do anything, but like just doing this, you can't do anything like that.
Correct. It is.
It's just so unique.
Yep. It is the mod of mods. Although if Beetle had this and Carpenter blocks, yes.
It's like anytime you go.
Because Beetle, could you imagine this, but then with curves and stuff, you could like legitimately like the Carpenter blocks manipulate.
I don't know if you could do that with Carpenter blocks. I think you can do it with a mod called Little Tiles, which is sort of like Chisel and Bits Plus.
Gotcha. All right, keep touring. Keep touring.
Yeah.
Like every time you look at something Mozart made, it's like your eyes are having an orgasm.
Yep. So he's the Gordon Ramsay of eyeballs.
Yes, exactly.
All right. Yeah, as you can see, I've spent a lot of time and attention on this room.
Yep. What do you think, Happy, so far? Let's give some thoughts here about the detail. See, this isn't Minecraft like for 12-year-olds, all right? There ain't no 12-year-olds doing this. People say, oh, Minecraft is for kids. Listen, modded Minecraft is for adults. There ain't no 12-year-olds doing this shit. I'm sorry. It's not even... Little Timmy cannot do this.
She just started watching. She hasn't...
I mean, Asian Timmy probably could, but...
Asian Timmy!
But just regular Kyle over there, he's too busy punching walls.
Happy, this is just hundreds of hours of us working on a bunch of stuff. I've done a bunch of stuff. We're gamers, Happy.
We have nothing better to
Don't.
do.
Yeah, what the hell? We're in quarantine, for God's sakes.
Yes. There's literally nothing better for us to do.
I'm gonna
We
shame
spend-
bell you, Happy, for that.
We spend our time making a near exact replica of the Titanic.
Shame.
Yeah. Where are you, Beetle? I completely lost you. I'm sorry. I'm going to the top.
Go down on the staircase to the dining room, then go
Shame.
down 2 more floors.
Shame.
Okay.
Shame.
Okay, 2 more floors. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look at this. Look at this, Happy. Look at this. Look, it's a pool! Wisely Chosen, has she seen the movie Titanic?
If I might make a suggestion about your pool, I think we have iron ladders.
Yeah, we do. I just put those in here like 15 minutes ago because Half Demon had a bit of trouble getting out.
Ah,
Oh, poor Half Demon.
So I just figured something temporary is better than nothing.
okay.
I've been doing other stuff, Happy. What the hell? Listen, just because it looks like there's a lot of detail doesn't mean it doesn't go fast, because, you know, talent.
We have
Alright,
Scotland
I added
Road,
the iron ladder.
which is a main. Well, if we go up these stairs, this is going to be 3rd class general area,
Gotcha,
which is
Happy.
sort of, kind of. I mean, it's a possibility for where that one scene in that movie where Jack and Rose were dancing, I think might have happened in this area.
The
I'll have to
commoners.
watch again to make sure. Yeah, but yeah, then you have.
Oh, it is pretty, Happy. That's right. It's definitely pretty. There is infinite, like, okay. Your artistic nature is limitless in this game, which is why people like it.
Yeah, and mods only push that even further.
Yeah.
The engine room. Obviously, nothing in there yet.
Where did you go?
I don't know.
Boat deck.
The boat deck.
It's the top deck.
Oh.
There's basically a ventilation shaft for the engine room that went all the way up to the very top of the ship.
Yeah, but Happy, you can borderline do cosplay stuff. Oh my god, look at that floor in there.
Oh yeah, I did that floor for the.
You need to
For
copy
Oprah's
and paste.
project.
Like when you're done with this, you need to copy and paste it into like another world so that you can post it online and then people can just use this map for cosplaying or just doing.
Oh my god. They'd have
Unfortunately, I think you can't copy and paste in SevTech because it uses a 113 world model.
they could have the world file. If
Yeah, I
we'd be
guess.
willing to give that, but I don't think we're going to be willing to give that. I mean, no. It'd take a lot for that to be the case. Because once it's up there, it's there forever. And then, God forbid, somebody do it and then take credit for it.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
So yeah, happy this is what Oprah's been working on, and then
Yeah. It's beautiful.
here I spent like a solid week trying to get the promenade deck to work just right.
I love the roof. It's like it feels boat-like
Yeah.
because even the ceiling has got like the support struts, right? You know, the metal.
Yeah,
Oh look, even look.
the
there's
enclosed
Even, there's
promenade.
even the detail of
Oh, yeah.
this.
Yeah. Stuff like this, I just love how you can do it in here.
Yeah.
If you were to do this in vanilla, you would have to. It would be like 16 times bigger than it would be because you need to place every block in.
Yeah, that's right. I mean,
Or
look at
custom texture pack.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the windows, Happy. Look at this. Is that not adorable?
So cool.
You haven't even seen like the whole world and the detail. Wisely didn't put you here for
Okay.
nothing. Like, there's a lot of like really cool stuff going on.
One thing that was super hard
Was probably
was
this up
the way
here.
Yeah.
the way the bridge kind of swoops back.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Again, I know you don't, and you probably wouldn't, Happy, but the more knowledge you have of Minecraft, the more context of just how mind-blowing this really is, right? And like the time is kind of insane. I like the wooden panels from last time. I still like them. Look at this. And look, you can perfectly stand. Like, you got that little bump, and you can actually look out the railing. Look at that.
All right, I'm off to dinner. Back.
Yeah, I
Alright,
like the
Valen.
shape of the railing. Like Coke.
What's that?
If I come up here, then look at like the shape of the railing, just looks so like graceful or whatever.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
The curve. The curve in
Curve.
Minecraft.
The thickness.
Thick.
Thick.
Thick. Butt emote, meme lord. Butt emote.
So yeah, I've been doing lots of little window frames, and there's trim
Oh.
along the top edge of this thing that goes all the way around and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The railing as well.
Look at this.
Till it comes back to here, and this was a nightmare to make.
Yeah. God, it looks good though. I bet in particular this bit was right, Beetle, because you had to remove the top to then do the bottom to then put the top back, right? Or did you have to like remove the floor and look up? Because you got like because you can't really reach it or see it, right? From here, so you had to like do something to be able to see it to get that indent.
Yeah, I mean, mostly I was able to do a lot of work over here and then mirror it over. But yeah, there was a bit of like editing that had to go in and taking out the floor and working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little because once you have something set, you don't want to touch it because then you have to like. I love like this stuff. This, like these little things are rounded.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like all of this. This is nice. Basher. Happy, have you heard that sound before? Has wisely plagued your ears with that yet? Pooping out spaghetti. It looks. Is that spaghetti, right? Sir, this is SevTech. Sorry, I don't have a command for that. Raslin. Or Raislin.
And then there's this etching.
SevTech Ages. Yes,
I mean,
that's
if you think
correct.
about it, these railings are the first sort of super going into detail work that I did. And then this was the first sort of sculpting the actual shape of things I did. And both those skills have turned me, well, have done me pretty well, especially when coming over here.
Oh, we got to show off the fountain too, and the apartments. Demon. Thank you. A beetle did most of all of this at the moment. Yeah, looks amazing, doesn't it?
My dad came over here, so I wanted to show off the Titanic to him real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I already did that.
What do you think?
He think it's really cool.
Nice. And also, yes, Happy. I know it's the sound of me dying in the bathroom at a plug sound. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You are more like Wisely than you know, Happy, by the way. Just gonna say.
So like on the hill, like north of the community area.
I don't know if in particular. Oh, I mean, Coke, if you're going into space, I can show you.
Oh, I got plenty of oxygen, so that's not a big deal. But thank you, though.
You can come look at it.
I can look at
right
it.
now,
You have like
Oh.
Wisely's like
the arcade.
sense of humor and that, like your comments of like, that's nice, but this.
yeah, I did see it. It looks really cool.
It's fine.
So I have these two things that are completely full of oxygen.
Oh.
If you want those. And then I've been producing a lot of excess ethylene.
Oh. Ethylene.
I don't know what you could possibly use for it, but
I use it for ethylene things.
Because I was just exploring on my own. I didn't know that you made.
Oh look, you got lava generate. Why do you need lava?
So he could burn
because
his
it's
enemies.
easier. All I have to do is just take my sigil and fill up the tank, and I generate plenty of power. Surprised you haven't considered that for the moon. All you have to do is just bring up a few of these gold tanks of lava with you. You got plenty of power.
I see Happy. I see. But Wazzy chose is very analytical. It's fine. I mean, it's there's only one the sound, so. Oh, you're fine.
Have you seen the propellers, Coke?
I have not.
Oh yeah, the propellers are nice.
Pull the lever, Bronk.
Go off the back of the ship. And maybe don't stand directly in front of me because I'm directly pouring lava into that tank. And that might end badly for you.
Pour lava on me, baby. Ow. Beetle, you make me hot.
Best way to get back there is to come up here.
Okay. I'm kind of on fire. Okay, I'm not on fire anymore. Okay, good.
Put 2 floors on that staircase, then move over to the big staircase.
Alright, be right back.
Happy!
And the big staircase, I believe...
You should request it, Happy. It's a funny sound. Where are you, Beetle? Are you all at the top?
Yep.
Okay. Not to mention, Happy, you need to be here more often to shame bell me. Slack it on your duties.
I might have some night vision.
Oh, I have night vision.
I mean, you have like night vision. Okay. Then yeah, you should be able to see the propellers just fine. We'll go grab the night vision.
It's in my helmet in the house. You have duty since when? Since you've been the mother of the pufferfish of love and the thick ass. And the evil. You've gotta, if I'm evil, you've gotta shame me, no? Isn't that one of your guilty pleasures? Am I mistaken?
Go ahead and drink that potion.
Okay. That's water breathing.
God damn it.
Well, I can breathe in the water.
There.
That's true, Happy. That's true. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's sexy. Oh. Is it wrong of me to want to build an iceberg in front of this?
No, also the rudder is texture, technically.
Oh. Oh, look at that. You think it's a valid idea, Happy, to sink it? Yeah. I can't wait till we make a copy of the server to blow it up with a nuke. That's gonna be amazing.
Joke's on you. I secretly made everything out of that Extherium. Just everything is Extherium, just coated in other stuff.
Titanic is just a boat without its iceberg partner. Those. Oh, some fighting words. Don't let Oprah G hear you say that.
Except when Coke was coming over here, he immediately knew what it was, and it didn't have an iceberg.
That is true, yeah.
The Titanic stands on its own without icebergs.
No one would remember if there was no iceberg.
Well, no one will remember you either.
Don't. Oh. I think it would still have been remembered. It was pretty historic for many things than just the iceberg thing. It was a massive
that's
feat
pretty right. It likely... I mean, I'm sure there'd be a Wikipedia article on... Oh, there was once an ocean liner named the Titanic. It was the younger sister of the Olympic, and blah, blah, blah. But, no.
Yeah, no movie. Yeah. Yeah, Beatles right. I mean, it had great feats of engineering for its time, which was important too.
I don't know. You don't know that. Maybe they would have made a movie. It's just called Titanic, The Safe Voyage.
Yeah, it could have been a love story on the boat. Is a tragedy what's so like gripping about it? The fleetingness of it. Is that we need Oprah G here, because Oprah G would be going crazy right now. Would have all this information to like fight this.
Oprah G, I imagine, would be going very crazy over the dining room.
Yes. All right, let's go.
We go back to shore and show off more stuff I've made.
Yes. I could show off the apartment. Half Demon, I could show off. Can I show off some of your arcade? Look at this, Happy. Look at this. Look what Half Demon made. Look at this. Why is there Pac-Mans? Because it's gaming! Look, they're even named! You will be impressed, damn it, and you will like it. By God. Look how beautiful it is. GameCube, PlayStation 2. Look at them! Look, they're all individually made. You'll like... It's missing a Virtual Boy. Oh, he's still working on stuff. Look at this. Oh, look at the ceiling. I like where this is going. Was there a Master System? No, the systems that were there were the ones that really made a difference. Alright, the OG systems. You get your butt on here and do better. I have no idea what this is at the moment.
I cannot already figure out what this is. No.
I think you don't play Minecraft, Happy, because you'd actually lose yourself in how much you could actually do with it. I think there's a fear. Oh, I know what this is.
I'm back.
I mean, I just assume that people didn't play Minecraft because they know they're not all that creative and know they couldn't, compete on, like, say, my or Half Demon's level. So they're just kind of scared.
You're intimidated by your skill. Also, Coke, have I told you that I got a dog recently?
The what?
I got a dog recently.
Oh, that's awesome. I need a picture. Cute picture.
Yeah, I'll go take one right now. Give me a second.
Absolutely. Happy's probably like, boy. Happy's actually a really talented artist, Beetle, and cosplayer, so there's that. This is Sonic, is what this is. The blue mouse.
Hmm.
The blue spiky mouse. Oh. Happy, you play Animal Crossing. The graphics on that are not HD. They have Bally graphics, if that makes sense. It's not real graphics, right? If you know what I mean. It's got a cartoony look to it.
And I mean, when it comes to Minecraft, sure, it's cubic, but the freedom it offers for building, like, name me another game where I could build, the Titanic to that level of sort of like pixel detail. Sure, it's cubic, but it's easy to see past that and appreciate it for, the level of control you have.
Planet Zoo's pretty detailed, yeah. But still. Yeah, it's just the look of it, Happy. I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's still pretty nice. Yeah, Happy's all about the curves. Butt emote.
Well, let me get my hand on little tiles. We'll see about them curves.
Well, Happy, there is curves for certain mods, right? There's like carpenter blocks where you can make curves. Where it doesn't look blocky at all. And stuff like that. That is a thing. People have changed because they keep making Minecraft like a vanilla Minecraft compared to this is just... What's an equivalent, Beetle? That I could, I can't even... The best description I could give was, and Valen liked it, was like, a little kid playing with Hot Wheel cars, right? For just plain old vanilla Minecraft. And then this modded, right, that we're doing with all the chisel and bits and everything is like building a muscle car from scratch in real life. Like...
Yeah.
I got you, Happy. Well, I want to show you my apartment, Happy, real quick.
Post a picture of my dog to everything else.
Alright, meanwhile, I'm gonna take a look after I show Happy the apartment. I mean, look at the skyscraper. Look at this.
Where are you at right now, Coke?
I'm going to the
I'll
apartment.
show off the church and the chateau.
Oh yeah, the chateau. I mean, look at the cute little church. Look at the Crystal Palace over there. Apartment buildings, skyscrapers. Vanilla is masturbation and modded is sex. You know what? That is pretty fucking accurate. Yeah. Yeah. That's well said, Wisely. That's very well said. And creepy?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not. It's the truth. He speaks truth.
Is this a poker table?
Look at this, Happy. Look at this apartment I made. Look, there's a dining room. Look at these cutesy halls. The rug. Look at the archway. Working kitchen. Look, look. Look at that, Happy. What is that? What is that, Happy? Look at that cute little thing.
Are you showing off your apartment to Happy?
Yeah. Look at this room. Look at that. Look at that logo. Look at that. How beautiful.
Yes, it is absolutely epic. This is probably like my favorite part of it. Either that or the wallpaper.
Yeah, you can come sit down. You can have some tea. We
I
can...
like how the two favorite parts of
Break down
Coke's
the whole
apartments for
landscape.
Meme Lord are the two pizzas I made.
Why do you have penis on penis wall? Because Happy, have you seen?
If you need it explained to you, then you just don't understand.
Happy, do you understand the influence your husband and everybody here has on me? Do you understand the internet? Right? Do you understand like the evil emote and how like corrupted everything is getting, like for pure comedy? And you question why there's interlocking penises on my wall. Think about that. Wisely supported this, by the way. Oh, look, Happy. Oh, look at this, Happy. What is this? Look what Half Demon made me. Look at this. Look at this.
What?
Oh no, but
how
it's
about-
not curved edges, so I guess it's just trash, isn't it? You know, because we can't look past, you know, a bit of pixelization.
All right, Vasher. See you later, bud. No, it's not broken dog bones, no. I mean, look at this. Look at the titty lamps. They look beautiful. Why is my ring in here? Wait, what? Did you pick up my ring? I put it on, never mind.
Okay, I thought it was just like gonna open a menu or something. I didn't think it actually pop up.
Uh-huh, Happy. But look at it. Look at beautiful. Look at this bedroom. Look at the bedroom. Look at my cutesy little closets.
Also look at these light thingies up here.
Yeah, look at the artistic touch of the lights. The detail is palpable. Look at this. It's nice. And then there's QT's made an apartment, Oprah G. Oprah G's made all kinds of furniture. Beatles built, like, God, the chateau. You need to see the chateau. We need to get to the chateau. I mean, look at this. This is like, look at this car dealership. Look at this. These are all working cars you can drive around. Valen's family crest. That's right, Brzezowski. Also, welcome your beautiful face. Happy Friday. You can't. I know it's the block happy, but at this point, the way it looks, you have to admit it's pretty damn attractive, even for Minecraft.
Real-time multiplayer? Ugh.
Interesting.
I mean, I can see how that might be appealing, but I don't know.
Okay, has anyone seen the movie Gamer with Gerard Butler? By any chance?
Huh?
Has anyone seen that movie?
Oh, what movie?
It's called Gamer with Gerard Butler and Michael C. Hall.
Nah, I don't think so.
No one's seen that movie. When I think of The Sims, it makes me think of that movie. It's basically where in that movie they have like nanites that replace your brain cells perfectly, and there's like beta and like alpha ones, right? So they give it to prisoners, and so people can play like Call of Duty but with people. Right? Look it up. It's called Gamer. It plays on a lot of tropes as well. But it's an interesting concept of like a Black Mirror episode of like, imagine like being able to plug into people and control them. Yeah, just it's called Gamer, Gerard Butler, Michael C. Hall. You'll be able to find it pretty quickly with that. Those are the two actors in it. There's a couple other ones as well. They're like a great example of like, so like you can like, if you're like in extreme debt, right, or impoverished in the movie, you like check in, right, and you give people to play, like you dress up as an avatar and then people can play as your avatar, and they do like whatever they want and they experience it. So like a real effed up thing in this movie, there's a person that has gotta do that, and then like this, like the most ugly fattest person takes control and is doing some of the craziest things, and it's a very interesting movie of like of extreme horrific technology kind of things. It's interesting to say the least. Catch the Dilemma. Yeah, it's worth a watch at least one time. But yeah, Chateau. Let's go show Happy the Chateau. Chateau. Beetle, are you meeting me at the Chateau? Happy, no! There's more beautiful things here! No! No delicious chewy things.
Alright, you're talking about like that one like giant mansion thing somewhere in...
Yeah.
Yes.
I looked around there for a little bit, then I didn't look a whole lot.
Look at this. Look at this banquet hall. It's beautiful. I'll show you quickly. You just go straight to the ballroom since you're making dinner. I'll be quick. I'll be quick and dirty about it. Oh, you own Gamer. There you go. Look at this ballroom. Look at the beautiful ballroom. Oh. Every time I step in this ballroom, I just like I can picture people dancing in it, and I'm just imagining like.
Oh, damn it! I was gonna have you play like some particular music when you went into the dining room, but forgot.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. We basically can't ever play music anymore. Over here, anyway. So basically, what's happened is
Oh wow!
basically, and this is from most things, is you used to be able to do it, and what Twitch would do is they would just mute the audio, right? So Mixer didn't even do that, but Twitch would just mute the VOD. I think uncovering music would be fine, but what's happened now is that people have realized, and I think it's kind of bullshit because I don't think 10 seconds is going to make a difference of something, but people can make clips right over here of like little moments that happen on stream, which keep that in mind now, Beetle. Something funny happens, you can clip it, and it'll stay forever up here. I've still got the VODs, though. I'm starting to upload right now as we speak. I've been uploading all night, and I start posting the VODs, so they'll start getting saved over here since we can't play music anyway, so.
Good, because I'd really like to.
Yeah, have it.
Okay.
I've enjoyed rewatching the
That is a lot of plant
Space
fibers.
Center and first
Christ.
view of Titanic VOD.
Okay. Yeah. Look at, are these your dump chests? What is this? Why are there a bunch
Those
of...
are QT's dumb test.
Oh my god. And this is all her dogs?
Yeah.
Can I steal one of her dogs? Wait, what? I can like tell it to sit down.
Ow.
He wants to attack. He's so conflicted. Can you get close to him, see if he attacks you?
Ow. Yeah, he attacks.
I can control him. But he doesn't move. That's interesting.
No, it is interesting.
Even though QT's got him tamed. Alright.
How do you do that, anyways?
It's a ring from the Between Lands. It's...
Oh, okay.
That's alright at times, let's see. Oh, look at the doggo, meme lord!
Oh, the picture I sent.
Yeah, he's German Shepherd.
And husky.
And husky, that's beautiful. That's adorable. He's at the
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
age, too.
Yeah, she's really cute, but oh my god, she's so much of a pain in the ass.
Oh, a little troublemaker that she is.
Yeah, like just this morning, she's like, apparently she was left alone in a crate for like some time while my mom went to the store or something, and she just kept like whining like she was being whipped to death.
Oh, you gotta play with her. Get her out. Walk her around.
It was like 10 in the morning. I was still really tired.
Oh, no. Walker. She's adorable, though. I love it. Does your cat like her?
They tolerate her.
Okay, I was about to say. There's gotta be a little bit of something. Also, Karamba. Thank you for the... Or Karambe. Karambe? Is it like Harambe? If that's what you were going for. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. What a beautiful face. Alright. I love it. Okay.
And so I'm gonna explore the area around the chateau real quick.
The chateau. Alright,
Chateau.
I need to get back to the space prep. Happy's off making dinner, so that's the end of the tour.
Yeah.
We didn't get everything, but we got some things. I barely got the ballroom in. I don't even think I got the ballroom in.
Yeah, and I still need to get an invite from to join the thingy.
It's all broken at the moment. Valen was figuring that out.
right.
He's got to fix that. When he gets back from dinner, he'll be taking care of that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all broken for all of us, actually, so. It's alright, meme lord. But we'll get it all situated.
I mean, we didn't know it was broken until Meme Lord wanted to join the space. I mean, maybe it's his fault.
Right? Struggling to stay awake, half demon? That's alright. I just appreciate you being here. It's nice. It's nice to have you here.
No.
It's nice. Alright, let's get my magnesium going. Right, Half Demon? I know Beetle's like, yeah, you should play Minecraft all week, Coke. Like, he would love that. Think of all the progress we could get done.
Well, I mean, if it gets other people to play.
That's what you're
It's
focused
lonely.
on. It's lonely. I am the Alpha and the Omega.
Isn't that the quote from like forgot what it's called, but like the protagonist from Fallout 3's mom's like favorite quote from the Bible.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah.
Something about Alpha and Omega.
Yeah, it's the Fallout 3, the dad quotes it.
Yeah.
Aww. How sweet. Half Demon and Beetle need a room now.
Gonna have some demon beetles here in a little bit.
Some Demon Beetles. Their talent would be unmatched.
They're great at making music and possessing people.
I mean, I don't know. The Beatles possess my soul already.
That's right. I think Half Demon's gonna murder me in my sleep now for saying that. Meme Lord, no!
Doesn't look like I have to reload the game, thank God. Just I need to rejoin.
Nice, Demon. That's awesome.
Once we're done with SevTech, what do you think we're gonna do next?
We're conquering all the planets.
Shh, we're not ever going to be done with SevTech.
Okay.
Beetle doesn't like that language at all. Oh. We will be done at some point. We gotta do some other
No,
things.
we won't. No, it's going to be this forever.
Yeah, by the time we're all retired, the Titanic is gonna be like
Yeah,
every single pixel
Half
perfect.
done. When I'm 65. When we're all 65 and we're all getting ready to retire.
Oh my lord. Beetle, 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 Beetle.
See, I mean, like you see, you act like that's not like a good future. I think it's a good future.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Beetle, Beetle, Beetle. There will be other servers of different things.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't have to play.
You're not gonna not play. That's not how that's gonna work at all.
I don't believe I have to play if I don't want to.
Pure pressure will say otherwise, damn it. I will message you daily.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna do one of those too. I was just getting the circle done first. I mean, I don't have to. I can leave on.
Okay, just do that.
Hold on, I think I need to relog again.
No.
Minimap isn't working.
I can smell the sound of firework, or I can smell fireworks even in my house. There's so many going off outside.
Well, it's Florida. What do you expect?
America. What do you expect?
America. And Florida's probably my favorite state in the U.S. after mine.
Oh. Really? Well then.
Just how ridiculous it is there. It's just so funny. Plus, of course, you're there.
Omni
makes it
Factory. Yeah,
better.
you're right with that, Przowski. Yeah. Happy DBDV. I haven't seen that name in a while. Long time no see, bud. You've been here before. A long, long time ago. Hopefully you are well. So I've got these three things. Do you ever like the new Nether update? I haven't had a chance to actually play it.
Yeah, I played a little bit. I didn't really like it at all.
OG Diamonds, man. You can't get rid of OG Diamonds.
Yeah.
It's a sin.
Resize into what? 2x2? Yeah, it's too bad 3x3 would be very awkward.
Oh, what are you working on, Valen?
He's AFK at dinner. His character is
Oh.
still there.
All right. About what is he doing? Do you know?
He's been planning and doing stuff in the workshop with the automated ore, the void thing coming about. Last I remember.
Nice.
But he's going to have to do all the tech stuff in a little bit. The server's going to have to reboot up. But I can get all my stuff prepped until then. I've lost my flamethrower. I think I gave it to somebody or something. Like, I don't have my flamethrower. Either I left it... Oh, you have my flamethrower, don't you? Because you were building and killing things with it.
What? Sorry, what?
You have my flame. I remember because you were killing spiders when you and me were dealing with the sealer at like.
I don't remember that. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Go. I think you're going a bit on the sauce there.
Uh-huh. Sure. Uh-huh. Do I need to make another one?
Oh, it's on the moon.
Okay, that's fine. That's where I want it to be.
If you want to come over here,
should I make any more preparations for space? Because I got my spacesuit, got thermal padding, I got.
You can't have your jetpack.
Yeah. I got that too.
Okay.
Eventually, I'll be able to put a jetpack on the spacesuit, so that's.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I also have oxygen gear, oxygen masks, a frequency module, and a parachute.
Yeah. I don't know of anything else you would need in the moment. I've got to do all the power stuff, so.
Yeah, do you need any help with it, or?
I'm good at the moment.
Alright. Probably gonna go work on my house some more.
Okay. Okay, because I need to figure out this. Stores. I guess we can make rocket fuel with this.
I'm trying my best with everything.
What in the world do we want to make or do? Because we've got, okay, so I've got 8 hybrid solar panels. We're going to do that to power the force field. I need the shield frames. That's what I need. Yeah, I need to make these, which luckily they are super cheap. All right, and we'll make quite a few stacks of those. I'm still getting magnesium. Let's go get some glass to have on hand to do that. And I've also got to do what else? I'd like to figure out a way to make the fuel. I need to go exploring. We need to find another dungeon to find a buggy schematic. But we need like a shit ton of power up there. It's one of our main issues. Let's get that glass. And make a shit ton of the frames. Yeah, that should be more than enough, I think. Because we'll probably need it for other planets, but I'll make sure I have plenty. What else do we need to bring on the damn moon? I want more oxygen storage up there, I think.
Oh, hey, if only I had offered you a bunch of oxygen.
Well, it's I want the actual thing, like a means for it to be connected. And it's an aesthetic thing because we can afford to make the modular oxygen, and it's got like this big blue bar, so you have it. It looks kind of cool. On the side of it, kind of like the battery box has the big green bar in Galacticraft. It's just an aesthetic thing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. But let's see, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 frames of that will be more than enough for now. See if my magnesium's done. No, okay, we'll go this way and go check our magnesium because I've been having to get a little bit of ingots each time. And then I need to hook up water and start playing with that and see what's going to happen. Because apparently there's a way to make rocket fuel from water in the Galacticraft mod. Apparently. There's like 3 set of machines that I need to tinker with.
Yeah, if you run electricity through water, you get hydrogen and oxygen, which a lot of the rockets today use liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're just going to turn it to like the yellow fuel or if it's just a different thing in the rocket. Maybe I'm not the right, mark here or whatever for it. So probably not allowed to go to Mars today. Unless Phelan's on all night with you as well. It's got to be a bit planned. To work on that organizing. What is that exactly? Silica? Silica. Do that. Okay. So all that's rocking and rolling. Alright, let's go tinker. I need some mechanism pipes. I've got some of those fluid pipes, and then we can tinker with the solar as well. So where's my mechanism pipes?
Alright, bear back again.
I mean, Lord. Mechanical. Alright, so now I need to give you water. But you have it in like a weird piping way. Do you have any of those oxygen tubes? You know, I do this, right, with these rockets in Minecraft, like back and forth, like for transport and stuff, and it makes me want to play like a game where like I run like space cargo ships and shit. Like it makes me want to do that.
Kerbal. Kerbal.
You just want me to play Kerbal.
Is that the call of? Is something calling you, Coke? I can't tell there.
You just want me to play Kerbal.
Me and Valen want you to play Kerbal.
Wait, what's the thing I'm missing here? Wait, what? Oh. I need a bucket. I just need a random bucket, damn it. Okay, so do me a favor. Explain Kerbal to me a little bit. Because my knowledge is that it's just to perfect launching a rocket from Earth to the moon. Is there more detail than that I'm unaware of, or?
Oh, there's no instance. It's... If I describe vanilla Kerbal to you, it's sort of like describing vanilla Minecraft. So take that for what it is. But no, there's not only getting to the moon. There is a whole different slew of different places you can go. There's a Venus analog. There's Moho, which is like a Mercury. Eve, which is like Venus. Kerbin. And
they like name them for the.
Yeah, and then Jewel. And those are the vanilla planets. They all have, most of them have moons and such. So no, it's for like your early game. Yeah, you're going to be focused on getting to the moon because it's the easiest sort of objective there. But yeah, it's the easiest objective is getting to the moon.
I see.
But you can go so much deeper. Like Eve is larger and has a much more hostile atmosphere than Kerbin. So how do you land a manned spacecraft onto Eve and then get it back out? That is a huge challenge that not everybody can do. Or landing on a moon of Jewel, and or there's like lots of mods that add sort of life support duties and everything. So you can have like, crap, I need to send a cargo rocket to my space station so the Kerbals there don't die of starvation or run out of oxygen or something.
Oh.
I mean, you can like recreate. There are like mods that give you like the parts for Apollo and stuff. That you like. I want to do the Apollo missions. You know, picture perfect. And you can do those, or it's just fantastic. It is so fun.
I see.
And honestly, I want to watch you fail to get to orbit like 15 times.
Alrighty then.
I have 2,000 hours in that game. And that's not just getting to the moon and back.
Okay.
It's,
I understand. Okay. So there's a lot more to it than I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Okay. You also have a lot of hours in a multi-planet game. What's that game called? Like I said, there was a game. Ratchet and Clank? I don't think that's the same as Kerbal. No offense, Demon, but that's what...
Oh, I loved that game. Oh, that was a fantastic game.
What, Ratchet and Clank?
Up your arsenal, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, there's a new one.
Oh, if the planet has hydrogen gas in it or carbon dioxide, then you can just pull from it if you've got a valve in this setup. Ooh. I want to see, is that extra planets or... Also, I need a tank to dump it in, probably. That or we can make extra. I saw that we do have a valve to make things. I still want to know what the creeper eggs come from, too. So I guess we have to, because I'm not producing that, we're going to have to... Okay, so now you guys are generating a shit ton of electricity. Okay. Let that process stop. So power on all of these is down below, which is really interesting. Guess we'll have to have CO2? Needs carbon. Okay. Need an atmospheric valve, which means dash ingots. So I can't do this until I have dash ingots. Okay, well. Well. That is something. But in theory, it works. Alright, so Mars will be the biggie.
BRB.
Alright, Beetle. Play a lot of No Man's Sky. I heard that they improved it a lot, Demon. I've heard good things. Basher was saying that they improved it a lot too. From what it was. Which I'm glad that they have. Okay, let's get rid of that. And... yeah, it's multiplayer like they promised in the beginning, but there wasn't. Cars and stuff. Nice, nice. Hostile planets. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about it one of these days for us to play it. All right. I see. That happens. We're all dumbasses at times. I would not fret over it. Alright, so plenty of fuel. Alright, or these better solar panels. He's AFK. Oh, memory leak. No. 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 God, I hope this is enough power when I make these. What else do I need? There's a fair bit of tin blocks and everything there, so I'm not worried about that. So I made that, which was interesting. I guess I could go work on a space station is what I could do.
That'd be epic.
Honestly, Level, I kind of feel...
Your mic's far away, Beetle.
Oh, sorry. Level, I kind of feel like the 4x4 is great on the bottom part, but then maybe stick with the 2x2 on the top, like if we do anything up top. Because like these little sticky outy bits are, I think, perfectly scaled. But I don't know if you could really do those with the 2x2 mesh.
Hey, Beetle. Do you think tonight I could make a space station, or does that need to be run by Valen before we do all of that? Or can I go ahead and start, like, getting a habitation and power up there?
I'd like to help with that.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I mean, I'm sure Phelan might want to be around, but if he wants to, he should be around. No. Sorry, that's mean.
I don't want to. I could start making that stuff, is what I was thinking, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just like get ready for it, and then I don't know, message him on Discord. Are you fine if I make a space station without you? Or
You know what that answer is going to be.
Else. I can ask him if you want me to.
Well, let me get all the stuff made before I like.
Okay.
Because he'll be back on. He's not too far, I'm sure. Make space tits, that's all? Well, I've got to make it look somewhat like a space station. Alright, I've got to... We're gonna make it nice. Because I'm assuming we need a space station, like, it would make sense before Mars, like... That's what it's what would make...
I mean, that seems to be the pathways that other people have gone. I mean, well, in the 1970s, there was basically a conversation with Nixon, right when the Apollo program was winding down. Is okay, what do we do next? We can either go whole hog in a Mars mission, or we can go with this other thing, which is a space station using something that we're going to call the shuttle. Guess what Nixon went for?
The shuttle.
He was like, I like that space station shuttle idea. I don't like the space station part of it. So I'm just going to fund a shuttle. Okay, well, where's the shuttle going to go? I don't know. It's up to you guys. If you can, but you haven't given us any money besides the money we need to develop the shuttle. That sounds tough, doesn't it? So what are we supposed to do with the space shuttle? Where's it supposed to go? Got me.
Politicians. Fantastic.
Oh, also, we're going to underfund the shuttle, so now you actually have to go to the Air Force for money, and the Air Force is, of course, going to put a lot of different little things on it, like, oh, it needs to be... You know how the shuttle is supposed to be just, up and down? What if we gave it cross-range capability so it could, come down and land in an airport way far away from where it initially aimed for? It's like, well, we don't really need that, but the Air Force is like, but we do.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess we'll give it giant ass wings that are going to be super heavy and, very vulnerable to falling debris. Columbia.
Yeah.
Why don't we give it liquid fuel boosters? Oh, but we, the Air Force, we have this contractor, Morton Thiokol, that does solid rocket boosters. And we're probably going to need to upgrade our nuclear missiles soon, but we don't, we can't do that now. So maybe if you could buy stuff from them. But, I mean, solid rocket boosters are dangerous, aren't they? It was like, Challenger.
I feel there's a pattern here. Ever so slightly.
I like the way you just tell it.
Tell it how it is.
And then, so okay, well, I guess we'll gimp the shuttle. That's not gonna shuttle to anywhere because there's nowhere to go. Okay, we did so. Okay, well, I mean, you're gonna buy flights on the shuttle, right, Mr. Air Force? Oh, what you want us to buy flights on the shuttle? Oh, okay. I guess we can. Here. I like have a flight. All right, cool. We actually have a customer for the shuttle. Oh no, the SRBs the Air Force wanted have blown up Challenger. Hey, Air Force, can you help us out with some money so we can, make the shuttle safer? So when we launch your satellites, oh wait, oh, you want us to continue launching satellites on a super dangerous space shuttle? What? But it's super dangerous because of things you wanted us to do to it. I don't remember the conversation going that way. Oh, so now we have to operate a space shuttle that was built basically to Air Force specifications so they could launch spy satellites. But now we're not going to launch any spy satellites. And now, because of the Challenger blowing up, we can't launch any commercial payloads on the space shuttle anymore because that's a big no-no. You're not going to risk 7 astronauts to launch a commercial payload. So, what do we do with the shuttle? I guess we just keep on launching it because we don't want to not be a manned spacecraft country, do we? Okay, there we go.
This is why people have an unhealthy love for Elon Musk.
Oh no, the Soviet Union has collapsed. Now we have a whole bunch of Russian rocket scientists that were very worried about terrorists siring. What do we do? What if,
Oh my god!
what if we got this shuttle? We've had the shuttle for around like 10, 12 years now. What if we build a space station using the shuttle and hire all these Russian rocket scientists to then help us build the space station? Oh, yeah, that sounds like an interesting idea. Okay, we'll do that. Hey, NASA, guess what? Your space shuttle that was supposed to be building a space station in, the 70s. Guess what? Now it's going to build a space station. Oh, but okay. It's tremendously dangerous because it was, a Frankenstein's monster of NASA and shuttle specifications to build a spacecraft. But yeah, I guess we can do that. That's all right. Maybe we should retire it and think of something different since, we're having these tile issues where tiles are getting damaged by the insulation. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just keep on launching it. Nothing bad will happen.
It's sad, but I laugh because it's just the bureaucracy and stupidity of. It's fucking amazing.
I very much.
You have I could feel
I have
the love
for the shuttle, but oh boy, it was not the right pathway to go.
No, I hear you on that. I could feel your passion and anguish for the bullshit. I could feel it, and I
because it set us back 50 years is what it did. Somebody did the math, and for the price of the shuttle, from the very start of the program all the way to the end, which is, they started super design work and construction in the very early 70s and continued on till 2011. For the price of the space shuttle, we could have had 2 Saturn V launches a year constantly, or even something more than that. But yeah, we could have been going to the moon every single year for the last 40 years. Or I don't know, Skylab, that big space station that we put up in the 70s that we didn't, that crashed into Australia. We could be putting up one of those every year. And Skylab was enormous, so much bigger than anything we've been able to put up so far. I think it's still almost as big as the habitable volume of Skylab is basically kind of almost as big as the habitable volume of the entire International Space Station. Yeah. And that was just one rocket putting one thing into orbit. Imagine putting up a new Skylab every single year and just building.
The potential
we lost. Because that is the most expensive part of space travel, is developing the hardware to do things. And in 1972, we had the Saturn V. We had the Saturn 1B. We had the Apollo Command Service Module. We had all these things that it took billions and billions of dollars to develop, and we just threw them all in the trash. We should have landed on Mars by now.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. 100%.
And the shuttle is. I mean, it's not the shuttle's fault. It's the fault of all the people who decided it was the better option. But I mean, still, the shuttle is sort of to my mind the symbol.
I mean, let's be honest. That all that money and all that potential basically went to a bunch of air quote fat fucks who just patted themselves and made themselves rich, on like on like every level, for that basically, because they didn't want to.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It was like Morton Thiokol. The reason they went, like initially, when the Air Force specified that they wanted to go with solid rocket boosters, NASA was like, okay, well, there was a rocket called the Titan 3C, which was a Titan rocket that had two enormous SRBs, solid rocket boosters, strapped to either side. And because of how the space race had happened, there had been a lot of work on something called the Manned Orbiting Laboratory, which was going to be an Air Force project to put a small space station into orbit in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And in the process of doing that, they had to man rate these solid rocket boosters that went on the Titan 3C, because the Titan 3C was the only thing really big enough to launch. I mean, at the time, Saturn was in the works, but that was a NASA rocket, not an Air Force rocket. So they had these perfectly serviceable solid rocket boosters on the Titan 3C that were man-rated, that had blowout caps, so that if you needed to abort, it would basically I don't know the word. I'm blanking on the word. But it would make it so, it was thrust equalized, so you could actually abort off the top of this rocket.
Yeah,
even though it was solid rocket boosters. You can't turn solid rocket boosters off, but if you
it's safe ejection.
Yeah. Which the shuttle didn't have.
No, not at all. I mean, but let's not forget, Beetle. My cousin Chuck, like, he needs a contract and he can build it better. And
yeah, that's the thing, is that they had these and they were like, okay, well, maybe we can go with something like that. We can either go with these or go with something like these. And the Air Force was like, no. We just bought a bunch of Minuteman III missiles that are solid rocket launched nuclear missiles, and eventually we're going to need to replace these 10, 20, 30 years in the future, but until that point we want to keep the company that makes these solvent. The company was Morton Thiokol. So if you want Air Force money, you're going to have to buy from Morton Thiokol. You're going to have to buy these things from Morton Thiokol. Well, Morton Thiokol exists in Utah, and this is the stupidest fucking thing. There is a rail line from the Morton Thiokol factory to the Space Center in Florida, right?
Yes.
Along this rail line, there is a tunnel, and this tunnel is a pretty narrow tunnel. And it also curves. So anything you ship through this tunnel has to fit on
So
a train
wait,
car,
the specs are limited by a fucking tunnel on a train.
Yes. So they couldn't make the solid rocket boosters wide, and they couldn't make the segments of them too tall. They had to have them made in multiple segments, and then they had to meet, they had to make these multiple segments. They had to ship them to Florida, and then they had to, put them together in Florida using O-rings in order to not, in order to keep the hot gases
O-rings.
in. Of course, these O-rings failed in low temperature, but I mean, why do we have to worry about that? It's Florida, right? It never gets cold in Florida.
But what? Space!
Fast forward to 1986, January, I think it was 27th, there was a cold snap on the Florida coast.
Yeah.
And the temperature got really low into like the low 30s. Guess what happened to those O-rings?
Oh,
I think it was even like the low 20s because there was like
well, there was one year where there
quantities
were
of ice on the pad.
well, yeah, there were sprinkled. There was one time, yeah, that in the 80s. That sounds about where there was actual like flurries for the first time ever in history.
And
yeah. So
so
I had
they
no
launched
idea
the shuttle
that
the
this.
next morning,
So the stupidity.
the O-rings didn't work, and
Okay.
solid rocket boosters that had to be in 5 segments. There was a burn through. It basically had a hot jet of rocket exhaust going directly into the fuel tank, the big orange fuel tank that was strapped on the side of the space shuttle.
It was basically they made a bomb.
Yeah, it was basically they were basically holding a lighter up to a big giant bomb.
Okay, we need to like go back a little bit. I had no idea that there. Okay, let's just wrap my head around this. That rocket scientists are limited by a fucking tunnel because it had to be transported through that.
Yeah, it was limited by that tunnel. They couldn't be too wide and they couldn't be too long. We're still going to use those solid rocket boosters, by the way, on the new space launch system. They're going to be using them. Still going to be using them.
Okay, I've been enlightened.
Here's another thing to blow your mind. You know the width of railroads? The width of railroads is set at, I think it's 4 feet 8 inches.
Yeah.
Because
I didn't know the measurement, but I knew.
Roman times,
Oh.
Roman carts had their wheels about 4 feet 8 inches apart.
Oh my god!
And so when they were inventing railroads, the British decided to go with that width for railroads. So you can draw a direct line between ancient Roman horse-drawn carts and the Challenger explosion.
So the guy who first designed the cart for fucking horses has affected our fucking space. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh. You know, Beetle, I really thought I was stupid. And the fact that there are people who are in way more powerful positions are really smart at some things, but really, really dumb at other things. I cannot tell you how much joy that brings me, but also fear at the same time. Holy shit.
That's why I don't believe in conspiracy theories, because every person is just dumb as shit. I'm sorry, but...
No, I hear you on that. Like, it's there's a term for it. Occam's razor, right? The simplest answer is typically the answer. It's not...
The simplest answer that fits all the evidence tends to be the correct one.
Yeah, like...
People sometimes forget the fits all the evidence part, but yeah.
Well, it's... People forget, right, that a group of people who have not directly communicated can appear to move as if they're a consciousness from a perspective, right? So, like, what's an example of this? I'll give you something stupid, like a football team, right? Like people who worship football teams, right? For instance, people can think, right? If that was like, say, a conspiracy group, right? Like, you know, make them the Illuminati. From the outside looking in, you would think that, well, they must have meetings, they must be communicating. They all have like this similar stuff. You know, they're all communicating their language. right? Like, football terms, or the football team terms, right? Like, Roll Tide for Alabama, or pick your poison with that, right? So there's a group of people, right, who are enthused with something. They seem as if they're a consciousness, but they're not, right? And that can go for like for instance, stupidity and simple, like, just people generally moving stuff, like the pure just, well, it's just here. Or like, my uncle Chuck needs this contract and he's going to build it because he wants money. And it's just like, it doesn't take a person twirling their thumbs to make something crazy happen. It doesn't. That's insane. I can't. That is the one thing that's blowing my mind, that all of this stuff that I've seen growing up, all the space stuff, and the limiting factor wasn't like money or like human ingenuity. It wasn't the technology. It was simply a train tunnel.
And 7 astronauts had to pay with their lives for that train tunnel.
Holy shit. That has I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. That one little fact has genuinely blown my mind and will now stick with me. Holy shit. Uncle Chuck got rich, yeah. Yeah, he got rich and he got to buy his hookers and his food and his Lamborghini. Too much of anything is really bad, right? Too much communism is really bad. Too much capitalism is really bad. Too much of any of those things is really, really bad. Holy shit.
On the plus side, the Air Force is finally starting to talk about replacing the Minuteman III missile.
Are they still using the train tunnel?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they can, like, air freight.
This explains to me why Elon Musk all of a sudden was like, fuck them, and did something. What the fuck? There's no way he doesn't know about that. Holy shit. Oh my god. I can't even craft in Minecraft. You get any other bombs to drop on me? Jesus Christ. Is that it? Good lord, Beetle.
I mean, there's tons of stuff in aerospace. I can't think of anything specific right now, though.
We really are just a bunch of monkeys who just, a couple people just happen to be really smart, and then just we get further. Oh my god. Leslie Chosen. I can't. Fucking. The guy who the Roman Empire, the guy who made the wagons for a horse, right? I'm making sure I get this information. He decided this, right? He measured this and made this. And then that measurement...
I mean, it was all over the Roman world. I mean, you can go to Pompeii, and there are still wagon ruts in the streets there that are as wide as modern railways.
That person, little did they realize that their actions and that design has floated all the way. And there's no way for them to know that. There was no way for them to wrap their head around that. Which now makes me think, what the hell is happening now that's going to catapult 1,000 years forward that's going to affect? Like, holy shit.
Well, one thing kind of like that is every year in
God.
France.
Oh, God.
I don't know if it's every year, but semi-regularly, people get blown up by artillery shells that were fired in World War One. Because there were so many duds that occasionally there's actually something called the iron harvest, is when farmers go out and plow their fields. You can like go along country roads in northern France, and each farmer will have like a little pile of dud shells that they just kind of put out there's an actual agency that goes out and collects them. But some of them, I mean, a lot of them are gas shells that are still live. If they did detonate, they would spread poison gas around the area. And occasionally some people do die from shells that are over 100 years old. So some German or French or British or American artillery person in, 1914 to 1918 fired a shell, and it's got someone's name on it, and that person might not even be born yet.
My God, holy shit. Oh, little Timmy playing the Game Boy all of a sudden was walking in the field. Holy shit. Was it like the same thing in what is it? I think it's at Burma, right? There's so many landmines and like in that whole area as well that they're still like people just constantly get like landmines that have been around for God knows how long with all that going. Like a 75+ year civil war and shit. Good Lord. Holy shit. I can't fucking wrap my brain around that. I cannot wrap my brain around a fucking train tube that turns. I can't wrap my brain. I'm stuck on that. I cannot fucking grasp that at all. That doesn't. What? There's so much space. There's fucking highways. I can't. That one fact is just breaking my brain. I can't. I really hate being self-aware sometimes. I swear. It's a curse. The worst part is being self-aware and then knowing something and not having the ability to stop it. Holy shit. That is fucking so fucked up. I will, Leslie, in a moment. A fucking train.
Quick question: how do you get water chisel bit thingies?
You need to put the water in a special thing. Dima says, good job, you've traumatized me. A little bit, yeah. There's no wonder. You know what? I hear that, and there's no wonder we're fucking experiencing 2020. It doesn't surprise me at all now. There's no wonder that everyone's just lost their collective shit. There's no wonder why there's more people interested in Kim Kardashian's ass than there is in fucking reading a book. Oh my god.
It's no wonder people are freaking out that Justin Bieber unfollowed Justin Timberlake, whatever the fuck.
I say and do stupid shit. Like my attention span is on stupid and funny shit, but like I don't think it's the important stuff. But I still like I like it because I like it, not because it's my life. But holy shit! Oh my god. Oh. Beetle, I don't think I was prepared for that pill. I don't I don't think you understand how my brain is like processing this. I don't know if you understand like my brain is like a rubber band. Like it's not really going. Like it kind of just hum around, right? But all of a sudden a bit of information will pop in my head and it will be like boom. Like
Coke.
I can't. I need some of Father Willie's holy water. I need a joint. Holy shit. I need something.
Coke.
Yeah.
You need the chiseled fluid bit tank, right?
Yes, there is one over by the fountain.
Yeah, I made one. Then how do I like pick up the water?
Once the water's in it, you have to put water in the tank, and then you just use the chisel, and I think it just does it, right?
Oh, okay.
Right, Beetle?
Sorry, what?
The chiseled water. I think I can't even.
Yeah, you have to put that in a tank thing, and it'll. Yeah.
Fucking train. Well, I mean, think about this about level of stupidity. There's a guy who did not want to lose his paper business. Marijuana is illegal, and countless people have suffered in jail for it being illegal because of that.
I just sent you a picture on the Safer stream of
the train.
A train actually carrying things going through the tunnel. And also, you should know one of the reasons why 4 feet 8 inches was the Roman, cart width, because that's how wide 2 horses behinds are.
So it's literally a horse's ass. This makes me lose hope in humanity. What the fuck is this? What is this? Oh my god. The fuck is this? We need a purge. We need.
I know, right?
Is it really bad that when the corona stuff first happened, I kind of was hoping it was something extreme because I thought I could survive it, and I was like, at least a lot of dead people will be fucking dead. I really had that thought cross my brain. I know that's really wrong, but I had that thought cross my brain. Oh my god! The fucking evolution of a goddamn horse is determined. The fucking space station! Oh my god! I can't.
Yeah, we're evolving, just backwards.
What type type of horses was the measurement? I mean, it's to determine between a fucking Mustang or a Clydesdale or...
Horses back then were generally smaller.
I can't... Okay. I know that this seems like a much, but like I had no idea, and it just doesn't feel right. I'm not blowing as a proportion of like genuinely how I feel. Ugh. I feel like a genius. Good lord. But dumb at the same time. The same group of people that everybody thinks is going to save them. Fucking. Oh. Oh my lord. All that train did has justified my distrust of just I distrust a lot of institutions, and that just solidifies that, because I don't want to be a rocket scientist that's my designs are dictated by a horse's ass. Metaphorically and literally. Thank God this wasn't we would have lost the fucking war if this was the same people who were making the Manhattan Project. Holy shit! The fuck? Oh my god. Okay. I need to talk about something else. Beetle, tell me, how do you talk about something else?
Would you consider an achievement or something that I could sing the Russian anthem in 3 different languages?
I would say you need to learn the Star Spangled Banner, boy. Who would
There's an interesting thing about the Manhattan Project.
Oh god.
It's a fun.
Do you know about Operation Paperclip, Beetle?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
all right.
So they're running all these very expensive.
That's the one thing I do know that I blew my mind as well. But anyway, go ahead. Sorry. Manhattan Project.
So they had to run all these very, very special electronics. But it's the middle of the war, and copper wiring. You need a lot of copper for copper wiring, but you also need a lot of copper.
Yep.
For
bullets.
Yeah, casings on bullets.
Yep.
Oh, do you know this?
Well, 1943. That's why there's a tin penny because they stopped making copper pennies. It was said the demand was astronomical. But go ahead, keep going, please keep going. I know where this is going though, but keep going, please.
So the scientists doing this sort of like, well, what can we use that's not like a war necessary material? So they asked the Mint, the United States Mint, hey, you must have a lot of silver lying around, right? Could we maybe use some for wiring? And the Treasury looks around and is like, okay, well, yeah, how much do you need? I think they said something like such and such tons.
Yeah.
And the Treasury went, oh, sorry, we only work in troy ounces. But eventually they figured out, how much they needed in troy ounces. And, yeah, the Manhattan Project. Of course, silver is actually, I think, a better wire material than copper. So
better
they actually
conductivity.
Had, yeah, they had to redo some math for their experiments, but all in all, yeah, it turned out really, really well. And then finally, they returned almost all of the silver. Because in the course of doing all these things, about a pound of silver had been lost.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there's sometimes, you just lose material in wires when you put a bunch of electricity through them. But yeah, Manhattan Project ran on silver.
The fucking rant I could go into right now is just not healthy at all. Like, I love how this conversation is happening in like the middle of nowhere in the internet of a streamer playing Minecraft, and there are people, like large groups of people who could give no shits, have no idea, and are just sucked and droned into something. I think maybe that's why I'm unpopular. Like, I'm not big because I'm too real. Maybe. I'm too aware. They won't let me.
He's self-aware.
Oh, God. I swear. Fuck. Holy shit. I can understand why people lose their minds a little bit. Just a little bit. Thank you, Beetle, for that bit of information. I appreciate it more than you know. And for the record, I would love in 10 years, 10 years, woo, Twitch famous or whatever new site, some Chinese communist site, I'm sure. And I'm stream famous because I'll never give this up prior to the day I die, even if I never get successful, because I just won't. And they're gonna use this VOD of like, well, you had like some conspiracy, or oh god, this is right up there. Like when I had like the thought of like how many people right now are masturbating to porn ghosts. I know it's weird to say like go into this rant, but like the same weird thought of like how many people are currently right now have like videos and nudes on the internet that are dead, and there are people. Oh my. The fuck? Oh my god. I can't. You can't write this. It's comedy. This is comedy. Oh my god. The fuck. Also, I hope I blew someone's mind without thinking about that before. The porn thing. Granted, my mind isn't going about with trains, but my mind does go into weird things like that. Fucking train. Oh, God. I can't get my head around that. Some fucking person speaking... they were speaking it was Italian, right? In Roman, Latin. They're speaking Latin, and there's some blacksmith who's got his hand and is telling him to measure the fucking horse's ass. Oh. Oh my god. I can't. Does Valen know about this?
I'm sure he must know bits and pieces. I don't know specifically, though.
Oh my god. This would explain his hatred for NASA at times. Am I blowing this out of proportion a little bit?
No, you're fine.
Okay, it is like the pure comedy in my head a little bit because I'm thinking like oh my god. Well, at least my brain is distracted on something else. That's been nice. Oh. We'll rant about something else. It'll come up though. I'll just say train. Beetle, I tell you, a week from now, Beetle could just go train when something stupid happens, and I will just laugh, and I will not be able to stop myself. Oh my god, it's like a button now.
It's the soul.
It's the soul.
I just spent like a long time making a fucking toilet.
There was already a toilet made. Upper G made an awesome toilet.
Well, I just made myself another one.
You made a toilet? Nice. Nice. Meme Lord, you made a
I think
toilet.
it looks really, really good level.
I'm sure your design of that toilet was better than the people who built that fucking train tunnel.
Yeah, it looks like shit, and it's gonna hold shit. Also, my eyes are.
If we ever make artificial intelligence, and moment it plugs itself into the internet and learns everything about us, I swear to God that robot's gonna kill itself. I swear to God. Because it's not gonna be able to handle the stupidity. It's gonna be too much.